How to become an executive coach that sells six-figure packages. Want to sell high-value packages in your executive coaching business? If you're watching this video, it means that you're an executive coach or in leadership development, and you might be working with individuals doing private coaching, or you may be selling directly to organizations. You may be working with individuals or working with teams as well. My executive coaching clients either have clients that hire them and directly and pay out of pocket, or maybe they're coaching under the umbrella of another coaching organization that funnels clients to them, or maybe they're getting directly hired by companies to work with their employees. Regardless of which scenario you're in, every executive coach I know is interested in selling higher end packages on their own and being able to keep all of that profit. In fact, I've helped many clients selling B2B to land six-figure contracts. And in today's video, we're gonna break down a client's case study who's an executive coach who went from working in the C-suite to coaching under the umbrella of another organization and getting only a fraction of the money to then branching out, launching her own business, and successfully landing her first six-figure contract. By the way, if you're interested in this kind of content, be sure to hit subscribe. I consistently put out new content to help you grow your business. Hi, I'm Jessica Yarbrough, and coaches and consultants specifically hire me because I have a reputation of being one of the best business strategists for landing high-end clients. In fact, many of the coaches and consultants that come to me sell to organizations, and they want to know how they can land bigger deals and scale up their business, and that's what we're going to dive into in today's video. First, let's start with some background for context. For this particular client, they had worked in the C-suite for a number of years, and they were making a lot of money, but burnt out working 80-hour weeks. Her vision was to have a more balanced life, to have more time freedom, and to be able to make an impact and income through coaching. So she followed a really common path for coaches and consultants. She got her certification and started working for other coaching organizations. I have a lot of coaches who come to me that are working for someone else, and it's great because you're essentially handed clients. The downside, however, is that you're paid a fraction of what the company is actually getting paid. And if you want to be successful and make more, you really need to launch your own coaching or consulting business, get your own clients, and be able to keep all of that client's payment. This is why this executive coaching client hired me. It's important to note that she really started at ground zero, meaning she had no branding, no messaging, or even a concept of how she wanted to work with clients. In fact, I rarely take on brand new coaches or consultants. Why? Because it can take a long time to build their brand and their assets and their marketing up enough to land those ultra high value contracts. However, because she already worked under the umbrella of another coaching company and had been very successful, and because she worked in the C-suite and had a ton of experience and credibility, I took her on. But what's amazing about her story is that she is a perfect case study of someone who started at ground zero and was still able to successfully build a brand and land those coveted six-figure clients on her own. So let's break down how we did this. The first thing we did to set her up for landing six-figure executive coaching packages was to find the gap. And what I mean by that is identifying what are the biggest challenges that an organization faces that she can solve. So many coaches and consultants make the mistake of getting caught in the trap of the generalist. This is the Jack or Jill of all trades and master of none. You can't be all things to everyone and be the one thing to the person that really matters. And if you want to successfully sell these high value contracts to organizations, then you need to find that gap in the marketplace. This is an urgent problem that needs solving. It has to be urgent if you want people to pay big dollars for what your services are. This particular client, we found a gap in the healthcare industry to easily position her expertise. That's where her background was. And by the way, if you haven't already downloaded my guide on the ladder of influence, I talk about the 4 levels of influence from the trap of the generalist, all the way up to thought leadership, and how to break free and ascend strategically up so that you can scale your influence. I highly recommend you grab a copy. The link is pinned in the comments below. Once we found the gap, we were able to then build her methodology. This is the step-by-step system that takes your clients from what I call the valley of pain to that mountain of possibility and potential. Your system or methodology is going to fast track them to getting to their goals. They don't have to spend years of frustration, waste money, lose opportunity, lose talent, stifle innovation, or any number of things that can happen. They can hire you. You have a clear path for them to follow, and you're going to essentially collapse time for them and get them to their ultimate vision. For this particular client, her background was in healthcare, so despite all the budget cuts that are happening within the industry, based on her experience coupled with my strategy, I knew we had found an urgent problem to solve. We then codified a unique system to solve every aspect of their problem and then positioned it as best in class so she could easily sell it for high value. Which brings me to the next step, then packaging your method. To be successful at selling high value packages, you have to solve an urgent pain, and then you have to wrap that in a really nice package. This means that even if you attach a 6-figure price tag, the ROI is so significant that the price actually seems reasonable. You need to understand how to strategically put together a package that provides all the coaching or consulting, all the training, all the accountability, etc., needed to empower your clients to be successful and get the results promised. Packaging is so much more than just attaching a price tag. With this client, we were able to put together a really transformational package and price it at $142,000. Now that you've found the gap and you've built your method and you've packaged it, it's time to market to decision makers. If you follow me, you know that I put a lot of information out on how to build expert authority so that you're positioned as a credible coach or consultant. You need to target decision makers and actively market to them. This is a combination of targeting and doing direct outreach to these decision makers, but also building what I call your body of work so that you can educate others on who you are, the fact that you understand their problems, and that you have a system to solve them. So many coaches and consultants struggle because they have a fundamental communication issue. They're unable to effectively communicate their value in the marketplace, and this holds them back from scaling up and selling higher value packages for years. This is why so many people say, I just need more leads. And then when I look at their marketing, I can quickly tell them that they have a lot more than a marketing problem. That's why we start with the foundation and go from there. This client was easily able to position herself as an expert, and despite the fact that her coaching business was actually brand new, they saw her as relevant and credible, and she was able to book sales with decision makers. Which brings us to the last step to successfully selling high value packages for your executive coaching business. And that means you need to know how to close the sale. We teach our clients how to create a winning presentation to sell multiple 5 and even 6-figure packages. This client had never sold her services before, and by helping her know how to script and build her presentation, and by doing an audit of her actual sales conversation, we were able to optimize her process. The result? She was able to connect with the clients, demonstrate her authority, present her solution, and yes, pitch and successfully close a 6-figure package. What's really special about this particular client is that while she was going through this transformational journey with myself and my team, she had so many people telling her she was not going to be successful. She literally had former colleagues tell her that there was no way that she could be successful doing this. She also had the administration and other coaches from the coaching company that she was working under before tell her that there was no way she could be successful. But she trusted her intuition and hired me. Then she executed and trusted the process. We've done this for many years and helped a ton of coaches and consultants. In fact, one of my contractors who's been helping me working on my team for 4 years and has literally worked behind the scenes with some of the biggest names in the coaching world said, Jessica, you have more social proof than anyone else I know. So this client trusted in the process. She hired me, she silenced the naysayers and executed. And the result, she successfully sold her first $142,000 contract. And of course, after she closed the first one, more and more opportunities and sales came through her pipeline. So if you're an executive coach who has experience in your field and you want to close high value deals, know that it's possible. If you'd like to learn more about our results and how we can help, be sure to click the link in the comments below. Until next time.